All right, let's get right to it, man. We got Jaiir Coleman, aka Just Cooperate. If you don't know, this kid was a member of the TRGs, and they had a federal investigation going on. He ended up, snitching on Vincent Caruso, aka Fats. You feel me? So we're gonna break it all down. You feel me? So Jaiir J.C. Coleman, aka JC, committed 6 shootings in Boston and surrounding communities in furtherance of the drug conspiracy. At trial, the government introduced evidence concerning one of the shootings taking place in Cambridge in July 2020, which was in response to a video being live streamed from a parking lot accusing Menir Tejada and Coleman of cooperating with law enforcement. Menir Tejada and Coleman traveled to the streaming location with 2 firearms, including a machine gun, and together fired at least 30 rounds into a large crowd of people gathered in one parking lot. So him and his boss man went and they spun the block because they got, disrespected. Now we have court proceedings right here. At some point last week, we talked about machine guns and selector switches, and you talked about that you were arrested with whatever. The answer is yes. They question, how many of those did you have? He says 3. Where did you get them? He says, I got from the selector switch or pistol. The selector switches, I bought them off a man named Vincent Caruso, also known as Fats. And we're going to talk some more about Fats in a second. You feel me? Mr. Coleman, I'd like you to answer my questions. That's all. I'm answering your question fully to my best abilities. And one of the reasons you don't like snitches is because they often send innocent people to prison. Mr. Mallard, objection. That's his lawyer. The court sustained. And right now you're a snitch, aren't you? Mr. Mallard, his lawyer, objection. The court overruled, aren't you? I'm telling. Excuse me? I'm telling. You're what? I'm telling. Yo, he didn't even want to admit to being a snitch. He just kept saying, I'm telling. Like, that's how you know psychologically he was messed up. Like, he pretty much was a pathological liar. Like, you could say the truth to him and he's going to be like, nah, I ain't snitch. Like, I'm not no snitch. I just told. Like, what you mean? Like, in his mind, he probably think he not a snitch, bro. He probably think he just told. Whatever that means, you feel me? But this is why we got to be mindful, bro. It's time to evacuate. Time to evacuate. Get about the streets, y'all. It's over with. It's done. Now, this is some proof that they know each other. So we got Fats right here and, just cooperate right together. You feel me? And pretty much, they're saying Fats was the kingpin in terms of the North Shore, and just cooperate was getting money out of the North Shore and going up the Maine, and he was involved with several shootings. And he said that he got the switches on the gun to make the gun pretty much a machine gun from Vincent. So that's what all the court proceedings was just about that we just seen. And Vincent got 20 years. So we got just cooperate throwing up C. He's no longer a Crip because he flipped. He joined another gang because he owed Crips money. So get that out of your mind now. We got Fats, Casanova, and we got confidential witness right here. You feel me? I already did a breakdown on him. Confidential witness 21. You feel me? But just look at this picture. 1,000 words. 1,000 words. This is before everything went downhill. I need y'all to pay attention. This is the reality of this shit. You feel me? This is what happens in these streets. You feel me? Now we got some more photos. So we got Kimani, confidential witness 21, and we got just cooperate. And it's crazy because they in videos together. They around the same age, same crew. Like, did they have a conversation about them participating in cooperation? Like, did they talk about that? Was that like a convo they had, or they just both did it? You feel me? And if they both just did it, that say a lot. You know what I mean? Like, dang, nobody caught that before it happened. Now here's some proof that he's no longer a Crip. He got the gray rag around his left leg. All right, Crips don't wear gray, well, to my knowledge, and he has a TR sign right here on his left. Actually, you got one set of Crips that do in Long Beach, but that's different. TRGs wear gray. You know what I mean? Like, that's their thing. He got the TR. So he's a TRG. The indictment's a federal indictment against TRG. So he's not a Crip, all right? Now, this is the TRGs right here. The Tiny Rascal Gang was developed in Long Beach, California during the mid-1980s. It was created by Cambodian juvenile youth groups and is currently considered to be one of the biggest Asian street gangs in the United States. 2 sets are known as the Gray Rags and the Blue Rag. The Tiny Rascal Gang was influenced by black street gangs. This is The gang is known to have members in Fresno and Massachusetts. Now, Massachusetts has a high Cambodian population in Lowell. All right. They came to Massachusetts, and black people started getting down with the Tiny Rascals. Spanish people started getting down, white boys. So that's why you see Mr. Jair, aka just cooperated, sporting their colors. You feel me? Because it kind of stopped discriminating. They just opened up and started doing a thug dizzle. You feel me? But it's crazy, man, to see where things can go. You know what I mean? Like, nasty work, man. You see this, man. You feel me? Like, I need y'all to pay attention to what's going on out there. You feel me? And he got a big mouth. Like, if you know this kid, he always had a big mouth. And look, that big mouth bit off more than you could chew. You feel me? That big mouth told everything. You feel me? So all this stuff that you try to keep in private is all public now. You know what I mean? Like, all your business, bro. You feel me? Like, was it worth it? And I need people who watching this to really understand. You feel me? Like, it's time to evacuate. It's time to leave. It's time to invest into that idea your girl's been telling you about. It's time. Females, y'all too, because y'all be doing y'all 1-2 out there. Y'all already got the veneers. Y'all already got the BBLs. Y'all already got the shenanay. Niggas, y'all already got the Hellstar. Y'all already got the bottle girls' numbers. Y'all already took them out, flew them out, took flights, foreign car rentals. We already done did that. You know what I mean? Like, it's over with. It's time to get legitimate. Because you're going to have to deal with shit like this. This nigga look just like all of us. You feel me? That's how the police look. They look like us. You feel me? It's different now. They look like us. You feel me? It was all good just a week ago, counting up bands and all that. Counting up. Smiles. Yeah. All of that. You feel me? Chasing that cheddar. And guess what happened? Bit the cheese. Bit it. You see what I'm saying? That's why we gotta really start switching it up. And I need y'all to pay attention. So make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. But most importantly, subscribe to this. Because I'm gonna be doing breakdowns of stuff like this. So you don't go to places like this. Because this is who's behind all the social media and all that stuff. You feel me? Them. It's right in Chelsea, Boston Division, Federal Bureau of Investigation. Right there. They got how many floors? They got how many different divisions in there? You feel me? They got one crew for the Bloods. They got one crew for the Crips. They got one for the TRGs. They got one for the Hoes. They got one for the white boys. They got one for all of them. You know what I mean? They know how to break it down. They got sets in there too. They working together. We don't work together. They work together. So listen, I'm telling you the truth right now. So you can either take this truth right here or have to tell them the truth. What you gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, this is right in your face for the world to see. You feel me? This is the reality of it. You feel me? Cold world. And this is his girl. So y'all females, pay attention to this right here. Christina Birnbaum, a Malden woman, was arrested in connection with a far-reaching narcotics conspiracy in Massachusetts and Maine. The FBI said authorities found roughly $16K in cash and drugs during a search of her home. Little 16 pack, but to them, that's a lot of money. You feel me? Like, you gotta understand, in this situation, it was only like 21, 22. I mean, you feel me? Niggas been running through money since niggas was teenagers. It's really nothing to us, but to them, that's different. You feel me? And this is what it comes down to. Doing all of that so you can take a picture like this and then not be able to be together for 40 years. Like, she had to take time. She did like a year. This nigga got sentenced to 40 years. You feel me? The cooperation may have reduced it, but overall, he's doing hella time. You feel me? On top of everything else that he just has to deal with in terms of being a snitch. So y'all do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and make a decision. Time to give it up and get to something else. Invest that bread. Get up out the streets. It's over with. It's done. Trying to put y'all down, man. The crib.